I'm currently already short on BOM 500 index, but this right here is a more aggressive entry I've taken on BOM 500 index. In a short while, I will explain a rather more conservative entry for this pair right here, in my own opinion. I crave your indulgence to stay till the end of this video. And this is already looking like price is reacting to the level right here, which is identified as my first area of interest. Quickly breaking down this setup, I'd love to start out with the weekly time frame, but as you already know, derivative trading view does not give us the weekly time frame included right here. So I'd quickly switch to the Meta Trader 5 and show the weekly time frame perspective of 500 index, just to be able to get a better understanding of the long-term bias for 500 index. As you can see, this is our weekly time frame or 500 index. But clearly traded into a weekly key level. Somewhere around 4560 psychological round number. And bringing the rectangle tool just to accommodate properly the level. Or 560 psychological number, and looking to the left of this, you'd notice we tested the level 1, 2, 3 previously, then the level edge as a support, and right here the level edge as a resistance. Also, we had the level right here as a support, again as a support, and right here we had the level on multiple occasions here as a resistance. And then fast forward towards 2 weeks ago, we had price come into this very same level, which is a weekly key level. As you can see, quite a number of times we've had price tested the level and then had huge movements off of the level. And then again, like I said, 2 weeks ago, we had come nicely into the level And also because we had clearly identified from previous retest of the level that this is a strong level, a weekly key level, we were very much looking out. I was very much looking out for the level to hold still. And then what confirmed this was the fact that 2 weeks ago we had a nice wide price traded above the level, and then we had a nice rejection off of the level, nice weekly rejection. Then we closed right at the level, and then also last week closed even more perfectly as a bearish engulfing candlestick from our weekly key level. Now, this confirms that the sellers are pretty much dominated the market from the level, because indeed this is a selling level. However, of the times we had traded below the level, we had price below the level, and then we tested the level. We had what the level held as resistance. We're clearly seeing price trade below the level, and then at the retest of the level, we had price held as a resistance. And also here, we're very much expecting at the retest of this level right here, the level will again hold as a resistance, which it did, having seen a weekly rejection off of the level and then a weekly bullish momentum candlestick close, confirming or giving us clues that what the sellers have pretty much dominated the market, and we very much would start seeing more selling pressure kicking within the next couple of days. And then, as you know already, I love to trade from key levels to key level. Having considered this level as a potent level to sell from, I was looking at the next weekly key level somewhere around 40-60 psychological and number as my overall take profit level for my selling opportunities. Owing to the fact also, if you look very closely, the level again is a key level. Now this is the weekly time frame, and as you can see, for every of the times we were above the level, we had price above this level, and then at the retest of the level, the level held as a support, again as a support, third time as a support. And then, as you can see, we were below the level, and then at this point, the level held as a resistance. Eventually, we had a break of the level. And now, because we are clearly now trading above the level, I'm very much expecting that price will come nicely into the level, and then the level will hold again now as a support. Like I explained, for every of the times we had price traded above the level, at the retest of the level held as a support. And then, because I'm pretty much looking to sell from this level right back into the next weekly key level, somewhere around 40-60 psychological and number. Now, that is that for the weekly time frame. This takes us down to the daily time frame. And now we're back to the daily time frame. Very quickly, I'll put in my weekly key levels, just as we had established from the weekly time frame. The first most important level here being the 4560 psychological and number. Then we just as I identified from the weekly time frame, our overall take profits would be the next weekly key level. Or 060. So these are my weekly key levels. And from the daily time frame, as you can see, what come right into our already identified weekly key level. And then what did you get to notice? We had a nice shift in market structure from bullish to bearish. With this being the most recent swing low. So at this being the most recent swing low that led to this higher high right here. So at this, and then we had the nice sell-off from the weekly key level that broke this low, switching the market structure from bullish to bearish, as you can see from the daily time frame perspective. Also confirming our structure shifts on the daily time frame right here is the fact that we had price printed us a nice short reversal pattern, which is our head and shoulder pattern. So my network is acting up, guys. Then we have our right shoulder with a nice break of the neckline. Now, clearly, we're having ourselves a bearish market structure from the daily time frame perspective. With this being a swing low, a swing low right here, and then this being our lower high. And then very clearly, like I said, we are having to see a nice break of the neckline of the head and shoulder pattern. Also present at the level is psychological and number. $4,400 psychological and number. Now I have this being my lower high and then my lower low. I pretty much had two levels in my area of interest, where I was clearly looking for potential sell opportunities. I had this 4,400 psychological number being my first area of interest, my first level area of interest. And then this level also being my second level area of interest. This being my first level, owing to the fact that, as you can see, also we had multiple price retest of this level. Right here, we had the level acted as a resistance. And on these two occasions, we had the level where we had these nice weak rejections off of the level. Then we had the level acted as a support right here, as you can see. Then we're having to see price nicely come into the level. And then again, also I had somewhere just above that level where you can nicely see the daily candlestick wick projections off of the level multiple number of times. Also at the second level. So clearly this being my first level area of interest, 4,400 psychological and number. And then introducing my Fibonacci retracement tool from previous swing high to the most recent lower low. You can see how both levels, my first identified level area of interest, aligns very perfectly with the Fibonacci 61.8 golden reversal level. And then the second level aligns very perfectly also with 78.6 Fibonacci reversal level. And now very clearly, price traded back into a first level area of interest. And this is where I pretty much will be looking to scale down to the lower time frames for trade entry confirmations. And I pretty much gotten a nice sell entry already from the 30 minutes time frame, if I'm not mistaken. Now, as you can see from the 30 minutes time frame, we're coming to our already identified area of interest clearly from the daily time frame. And now this is where I clearly noticed a nice structure shift from bullish right here on the 30 minutes time frame to bearish. So at price bringing us higher highs and higher lows, then higher high. Then I had a nice 30 minutes candlestick close that shifted the market structure at about here from bullish to bearish. Also confirming my sell entry on the 30 minutes time frame here was the fact that I clearly had a nice case of a bearish divergence. Producing the awesome oscillator indicator. Add ourselves while we had price action, the candlestick giving us higher highs, we had a clear higher lower highs being presented right here, looking at the awesome oscillator indicator, giving us a clear case of a bearish divergence, which tells us that an imminent trend reversal now this also confirms my first entry As soon as we had this 30 minutes bearish candlestick closed below the previous low right here. And now that is just the first entry opportunity for sales on BOM 500 index. Personally, I feel this is not gone yet. This is only just a first reaction, price reaction off of this level. Now, what I would love to see for this right here, and also this would be a level that would present a more conservative sell entry for BOM 500 index. Now, clearly, you can see this level being more like an intraday key level. As you can see, where the level acts as a support right here, resistance, resistance, support. So personally, the more conservative sell entry opportunity would be at the break and then a retest of this level. And then a retest of the level. My first level, take profits. So you can see here we have ourselves a clear use of the liquidity right at the level. First level, take profits. Be the price to come back to clear out this previous swing low. So looking at the daily time frame to confirm our likely take profit levels. bringing in a fib retracement tool, previous swing low to the most recent lower low. Somewhere around 4150 would be my second level take profit target. As you can see, that's the closest level to the negative 27.2. So first level take profit would be for price to come back to or test previous swing lows, clearing out the liquidity, as you can see, as it's clearly identified from the 1 hourly time frame. And then second level take profits, 4150 psychological number. And as you can see, our previously identified weekly key level, 4060 psychological number, aligns almost perfectly with the negative 61.8 fib level. So I have my TP levels to take profit 1, take profit 2, and then take profit 3. Guys, if you're not already a part of my free Telegram channel, I'll leave the link somewhere below in the description of this video. Do well to get on board if you want to get in on the juicy sell opportunities. As I will be sharing my other sell entry signals right there on the free Telegram channel. When once the market presents these other entry opportunities. First, take profit level, somewhere around 4220 for a nice 1 to 5. And then I will close some positions, leaving the others to run to TP2 for a nice 1 to 7, or I would close the majority of my positions and then leave a fewer positions to run for take profit 3. Where potentially I'll be looking to bank a total of 1 to 10 for story word on this. Stay tuned on the free Telegram channel, as you definitely don't want to miss out on these juicy sell opportunities that Boom 500 Index will be presenting us in the next couple of days.